Before I begin the video, I want to give thanks and appreciation to God because without Him, I wouldn't have the encouragement and perseverance to get up every day, and that's where my belief and faith rest in. I love you very much, God, and I thank you for allowing every day, every day.
So this morning when I woke up, I was Mia Thermopolis. But now, I choose to be forevermore Amelia Mionette Thermopolis Rinaldi, Princess of Genovia.
Hey dudes and dudettes, I hope your day is going just as sublime as your face. Welcome to the channel Girly Cinema, where I give my opinion and analysis on movies and TV shows, and every blue moon I may vlog from time to time. In today's video, I will be talking about The Princess Diaries. While opinions are more than welcome, however, there are boundaries of having opinions which can be harmful. Please keep it respectful, insightful, and tasteful in the comment section if you do decide to comment down below, and the world will continue to be a beautiful place for everybody. Now with that being said, let's unpack this video. Mia Thermopolis was a one-of-a-kind princess. This movie was cemented as a girly coming-of-age story with a charming touch to it for a modern-day princess tale. It's heartwarming for all ages, very family-oriented, and good for young women in the midst of growing into maturity and adulthood. Because I love Julie Andrews in this. When it comes to heartwarming classics, she was the center of it, giving us Mary Poppins and The Sound of Music. And being in The Princess Diaries was like extra icing on the cake, and she was one of the most beloved actresses you like seeing on screen. Now, I know the movie is based on a book by Meg Cabot. I hope I'm not saying her name wrong. And they changed something around. Like, they actually changed some things around where instead of an absent, bogus, and emotionally abusive and deadbeat father, they just had it where her father passed away and cared very much about Mia a great deal and loved her and her mother very much, which was a good cleanup to what he was in the novel. Mia pretty much was left with a lot of confusion and insecurity because of her father's death, and the fact that her mother left her emotionally hanging with not being honest with her about being a princess from a different kingdom. Her mother should have sat down and talked with Mia about her femininity and being set apart altogether, because Mia was never meant to fit in and blend in like everyone else, or be invisible as Mia liked to call it. As nobody is meant to blend in, but it's a choice that most people choose out of their own insecurity, unfortunately. Mia is in a constant battle with her self-worth throughout the movie and never truly speaking up for herself or what she has and wants, because she's afraid that people wouldn't like her or if she's failed people, but mainly her mother and specifically Lily the hater. Lily to me was never really Mia's friend, as she was always controlling and insecure and narcissistic when it came to being friends with Mia, where she was only friends with Mia on her own selfish terms, and since Mia had low self-esteem, she pretty much just let Lily walk all over her, and Lily didn't take any accountability for being a bad friend whatsoever. It was even rude to her own brother, Michael, and Jeremiah, who was genuinely a sweetie pie. It was a good friend to both Mia and Lily when Mia didn't show up for Lily's show, and personally, Lily stuck around for brownie points and clout off Mia being a princess, and that's what makes her a narcissist, insecure hater who Mia should have cut off in part 1. Now, to be fair about Mia's emotions, she still is a kid learning how to wrap her head around the abrupt surprise that just happened in her life, as she is only 15. And finding out you're a princess is a lot to unload on the child all in one day, and her being relatably chaotic is understandable and human. However, she should have been honest with herself and reasonably with Michael, and momentarily settling with that obnoxious, insecure, goofball meathead Josh, because she doesn't feel seen otherwise. Josh brought nothing to the story, and because the guy that played Michael couldn't come back to reprise his role, because I think he was going on tour with his band, that's where Chris Pine comes in, and although he did a swell job as Nicholas, he was merely a filler character role. Mia and Michael ultimately end up together in the story. Now, Josh obviously is severely neglected by his parents because they bought him a boat and let him name it the Josher. Like, ew. Super egotistical and insecure. And he was letting himself get pimped out by Lana to have, I think her name is Lena, Lana, Anna, Banana, just like how Joe said. I know he was so irritated by them. But yes, Lena to have his 5 seconds of fame at the cost of their weird relationship, because they're so focused on their own delusions and vanity that they were even bored themselves with trying to be seen and heard, and literally ending up in Mia's shadow, Lily included. Lily and Lana are a lot alike, and they both share their mutual jealousy of Mia. Lana is just upfront and outwardly passive-aggressive towards Mia, while Lily is manipulative and controlling that's disguised as friendship, which is all the same, and Mia just continues to stay insecure because she feels that's where her identity is cemented in, because she takes high school seriously and cares about what people think. Now, her mother meant well, but she generically parented Mia, and that's the main reason why she was struggling with being secure. And that's where Queen Clarice, her grandmother, comes in and switches her world around. Where the parenting style of her mother is carefree, sweet, and laid back, her grandmother instills value, feminine grace, and structure. That was something that Mia needed so that she can embrace appreciating her gender and herself a whole lot more with Clarice by her side to instill in her dignity and self-respect. Clarice was so poised and elegant and classy, and such an inspiration of what you can look forward to getting older and aging gracefully. Her and Joe were such a match, and he had her back, and he was so classy and sharp and charismatic. It was a great grandfather figure to Mia and was a great match for Clarice. Mia and Clarice were a lot alike actually as to why they clashed so much. Both were stubborn yet vulnerable, gentle, passionate, intelligent, and open-minded, and never shies away from a challenge and determined to see their endeavors through. And that's what makes this movie so sought after. Literally, the early 2000s brings back such fond memories of actually being happy, pursuing your dreams, and not being afraid to take a stand in individuality, and being okay with being set apart, and that you're never alone because God is always with you. Michael was the only guy that never pressured Mia into being something she's not, because he's always respected and loves who she is, not what she can give him. And the fact that he remained absolutely the same despite finding out Mia's a princess, because he never wanted what benefited him, because he genuinely liked Mia alive. He didn't feel entitled to her whatsoever, and when he was disappointed in Mia, he didn't hold it against her or act in spite. He simply fixed her car, got a check, and left. And he handled his feelings the way a person with self-control would do. But genuinely, this is when movies were at its peak of non-lazy writing that actually had engaging storylines and messages in movies. That was the golden age of movie making, and Princess Diaries was exactly that. Mia realized it's better to embrace who she really is than running away from what she feels she is failed to become. She didn't need to dwell on the naysayers that were already doubting themselves and projecting upon Mia. She decided on being a princess because she already had a sense of duty and an endearing heart that was fit to rule, and fully embraced her femininity with self-assuredness. Princess Diaries will always remain an iconic classic that's timeless and will always be a girly film rewatch. I'm so glad you came across my video, and I hope you enjoyed today's content. I appreciate you guys so much for taking a gander on my channel. Feel free to express your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you'd like to keep up with any upcoming announcements, news, and posts and entertainment, be sure to check out my blog. The link is in the description box, and if you made it to the end, comment a smiley emoji. And remember, without God, we all wouldn't be here. Well, that's all folks. Have a happy rest of your day. Bye!